Alright, I'm just sitting in the hammock, just hanging out here this morning. There's my pack down. Got everything packed up. All I gotta do is throw this. It's one of the things I said. I just sit here in the morning, sip on a little bit of water, and watch everything brighten up out here. The mosquitoes ain't bad. So I can get out of the net, but I got a really good night's sleep last night. My hernia's gotten about twice the size though, and it's gotten to the point where if I drink water, I can feel it. I can reach down and push the hernia back in, and it sloshes. But yeah, the doctor at the VA there, Dr. Smith there in Gainesville, he told me I told him I was going to hike the trail. He said the hernia shouldn't be a problem. He told me there's no need to operate unless there's discomfort, unless it hurts. It don't hurt, and it's natural for it to grow a little bit. So that's what he told me. So I'll listen to the doctor. I'm going to get a second opinion when I get back. I got Medicare Part B now, so I can go out and find another doctor. But he said it was all right. I'm a little concerned about it growing though. But he told me if the hernia gets to the point where if it hurts, or if it starts to hurt, he said you should be able to lay on your back and push it back in. That's what he told me. But as long as it doesn't cause discomfort, pain, he said there's no need to operate. So he gave me the impression the healthier option is not to operate. That's not what you want to do, and it makes sense because it's a natural thing. Hernias are natural, I guess, is the way he explained it. But all right, I got about 0.8 miles. I'm going to get up there to the shelter. There's a shelter up there, and I'm going to have to find some water. I hope that spring up there is working. I don't know if I ought to stock up water here, go back down, and I got to thinking of it. It's going to be the last water source. It's just a dry part of the trail, and that's naturally like it. There's no water for 7 miles. So, but it did rain a little bit yesterday. And it's supposed to be a reliable spring up there, and I was looking back on the comments, and it looks like it's been flowing at least. So shouldn't be a problem. I'm getting ready to pack up. Always the last thing I do is take the hammock down, throw it on the top of the pack, and I'm gone. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's the first thing I hang up, the last thing I take down. All right, we're going to cross this. So we're going to go up there about a third of a mile. So this has got to be the water source for the shelter. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be the water source. It's going to be our last one. I'm going to go on up and get it further up. Uh-oh. I just ran into 800-foot climb to start the day. Just ran into a guy I haven't seen since the beginning of Virginia. His trail name was Hebo. He's up ahead of me now, but he's fixing to go to town or go in this next road crossing. He's got to go to resupply. I'm going to go on to Pine Grove. I'll see him again in a minute. But anyway, just did a 800-foot climb. And now I got to deal with the rocks going down, and they're slippery. So, got to pay attention. Now this is a gas pipeline, because it says gas pipeline on that yellow thing there. Yeah, so this is a gas pipeline going through. That's what that gap is. All right. Yeah. Put traffic on it. No cars. All right, no rocks for a few feet. Even in rock country, you get a break occasionally. It's just rocks every step, and you can't walk and film, so I gotta. There we go. Blazes on the rocks. There's rocks. A little bit of power line here. Blazes on the rocks. Nothing but rocks. I think that's it. Is there a blaze in there anywhere? No, let me check my GPS. According to the GPS, that trail back there was not it. I gotta keep going. Yeah, there's a lot of white blaze on that tree. It's all grown over. It's up here on the right somewhere. There it is. Hiding in there. There you found it. Yes, sir. I just took a wrong turn somewhere and come out on a road down here. I don't know where I'm at now, but I'm backtracking, and I got to go back at least a quarter mile. All right, at least. Oh, I see a white blaze straight ahead, so I see how I could have took the wrong turn. I gotta take the trail goes this way. AT South, Raccoon Run Trail North. You would have thought that was that way. Appalachian Trail. It's got a white blaze right there, so you'd think it'd continue down. But it goes this way. What is this? Trail magic. Please enjoy some trail magic. Have some wonderful. I didn't even see that. Don't take my bag. I'll be back later. All right. Yeah, we got a proper road crossing right here. Look at Appalachian Trail, Maine to Georgia. Okay. Put traffic only. Don't try to get car up here. All that's normal stuff. But every once in a while, I get a couple feet of this. I can pull the camera out and talk. But I'm about a mile from another shelter. I'm going to get there and drop these leggings here. And then probably about 3.5 miles to Cadonia State Park. It's got a pool there, campground. I think about $31 to camp. I might go down there and check it out. But I can go down there and get water. That's the thing. It's about as far as I got to go up here at the shelter to go down and get water. It's a pretty long way, so if I got water to get on over there, Cadonia Park, I'm going to do that. I'll go there. Maybe there's a drink machine or something. Who knows? But it is hot, and I got to get going. Keep going. Well, I guess I better let you know it's the time. This is like the midday check-in. It's 12:33 right now, so it's not even the hottest part of the day. All right. And you know, it keeps saying, I check the ascents and descents of this, and it's always minuscule. It's not much, but it's sure for some reason. Maybe it's just the rocks. Seems like I'm climbing more than what it says I am. Maybe it's the heat on. Here, let's go. Yeah, how them rocks get like that? Somebody stacked them up. Man, must have been a giant. That's weird. All right. No, these are the rocks. It's the Pennsylvania rocks. Pennsylvania rocks. That's the trail. There's a blaze right down the street. Man. Oh, this is just great. I'm up in the middle of these rocks. And it's starting to rain. It's raining. I done slipped on one of these. Jeez. Ain't this wonderful? Another super rare event. No rocks for a few hundred feet, no doubt. I'll come around the corner and hit them again in a minute. I think they look and find out where the rocks are, and then they put the trail there. If you get lost, look for rocks. Another gas pipeline. Anyway, what are we going here? Alright, we're in Caledonia State Park area, and this is the Appalachian Trail, but there's a side trail to a campground, and there's plug-ins and stuff like that down there. I'm going to go down there and check it out. I gotta get water, but there's water down there too. I have to get some. Got to get that park water. This water down here is just doesn't move. It's not flowing off this highway. I'm not going to get water here. There's water flowing over there. Huh. I don't know about that water though. This used to be an old bridge here. Actually, did wasn't more than a foot bridge for it to be concrete there. Years ago. I'm in the Caledonia State Park office area. There's no drink machines in the park, but over here, this is like their fire control room, firefighting room, whatever, or search and rescue, all this stuff. I check this out. I talked to them. They said I could sit in here, and the AC, it's nice cold AC. I'm just hanging out. Check this out. Bottled water and soda for $1. And I done drank 2 of them. Put the money in the box. And they gave me some change. I'm just hanging out. And this is pretty cool. This is where you go get your park reservations. Alright. There's some rangers in there. I want to go sit down now. I am not going to pay to stay in this park. It's just non-residents, like $40 for a camping spot or something. But the water's free, and pretty neat. Air conditioning's free, and the Coke's $1, and it's only about maybe a couple tenths off the trail. It's not that far off the trail, so I'm gonna hang out. I get to hang out. They close in about 7 more minutes. I'm gonna finish my drink. Then I'm gonna head over there. They actually got a pool area. I'm gonna head over there and plug in over there and hang out. Get all my stuff charged before I get out of here. Absolutely spotless bathroom. Glad I came in here. I don't know what this area is right here. It says Heritage Center, but some kind of firefighting. Maybe this was a firefighting center. If they have a firefighting in this area, fire in this area, they come here. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Yeah, the park ranger over there. He's got a car. You know, he's probably got arrest powers too, police certified. So that means he can write a ticket, a citation, which means you got to show up in court. I'm not parking out. I don't think I'm gonna try to stealth out here either. But you know, the park extends 2 miles on down that AT. But I doubt he's gonna come out looking for hikers. So we'll see. If it's got to be a pretty good spot for my hammock that I feel comfortable with, and it's got late enough, and I'll set it up. So, make a long story short, I'm not the least bit worried about not finding a free place to camp. I can do that. I've gotten pretty doggone good at it. I'm gonna go here to this pool office and plug in over there. Yeah, I got a swimming area. I got a stream going through there. They got a big old giant pool over there. That'd be a great place for kids to come. But out here in the front, where the ranger is, I done talked to him, and he says I can hang out there and get water, and I can plug in right there and hang out there on that bench. I already talked to him, so I'm good to go. I'm gonna go there, put my backpack down, and hang out. All right, I got everything charged up pretty good. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm gonna step out of here. I gotta see if I can find a hammock spot in a place where I won't get ticketed. I found some hammock trees in here on this last parking lot. There's people walking by. And none of them noticed me standing here. I'll have that light on inside that shelter. I could go between that tree over there. It looks pretty good. I don't see any rotten limbs up there. Maybe on that side, but one rotten tree over here. All that stuff's leaning somewhere else. You know, why not, man? I got a man who climb it, goes straight up there. I don't want to do it. This ain't real stealth, though. I can be seen from right over there. You know, my guide wires are green, kind of like the leaves, even though they're fluorescent. So, unless they really shine a light in here, they won't see them. That orange right there, I'll have that covered up. All right, and I'll have my pack, everything will be covered up. All right, let's get time to get busy. I think I might regret not climbing because the mosquitoes are on me already. I'm gonna get in that screen. All right, even if they came by out here, there's the Appalachian Trail right there. Goes up the mountain. You can't even. This is a parking lot. They're fixing to expand this park. It looks like and make this a parking lot. Now, look here. You can't even see that in there. When it gets dark, you ain't gonna see it at all. Can't see it. I got everything hanging in the tree. Water bottles. I got a few things down on the ground, but you can't even see it. Yeah, you cannot even see it in there. Once I get in that thing, you ain't gonna see me. Except when I got my headlight on doing stuff in there, it'll light up. But that parking lot is not used. And I'll hear him if he comes driving by. I'll hear him. He's not going to be shining his light in here, I doubt it. And even if he did, I mean, what's the... I'm just trying to get some shut eye. I'm not camping. I'm napping. I'm getting up at daylight and leaving. I mean, that's it. So I'm not going to worry about it. Most difficult. That's what it says. It tells the campers. That lets them campers know. Yeah, you don't want to take that trail. Most difficult. Yeah, it's about an 800-foot climb up there to the top. It's a big climb. All right. I'm gonna go down there and lay down. But to show you again, that's the exact spot I came in. That's where the AT comes out of the park. It winds around out of that last parking lot. And then it comes right across and goes up the mountain. But people come down here from out of the park. They do walks and they come bike riding and stuff. But I think most of them are done. It's a Pennsylvania park. So anybody out here is daylight to dusk. They got to be in their campground around. And they do have park rangers riding around. So I think I'm good. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to bed.